everyone, and welcome to day 24. Can you believe it? We are so close to the finish line. Okay, so today we're going to tune into something our bodies have been whispering about, or maybe even shouting about for a while now. This isn't about pushing or forcing. It's all about listening. So let's dive right in. Yep, we're talking about honoring what your body's been asking for. And what is that? It's movement. But hold on, before you start thinking about intense workouts or hitting the gym, that is not what this is about. This is about honoring the simple fact that our bodies were made to move. And when we lean into that truth, wow, it can be the absolute key to unlocking that deep, amazing rest we've been working towards. And look, I want to be super clear here. I am not asking you to go run a marathon. No way. We're talking about gentle, feel-good movement, the kind of movement that just feels right. I want you to think of it like a conversation you're having with your body. You ask it what it needs, and then, this is the important part, you actually listen to the answer. It's that tiny shift in perspective that totally primes your whole system for incredible sleep. Okay, so why does this actually matter? Because you might be thinking, okay, I get it, move more, but why does it work? It's not just about wearing yourself out. Nope. There's some really cool and surprisingly simple science behind how our daytime movement is directly connected to our nighttime sleep quality. Which leads to the big question, right? How on earth does a simple walk in the afternoon actually lead to deeper sleep, like hours and hours later? It kind of feels disconnected, doesn't it? Well, it turns out there are 3 really specific and pretty fascinating reasons why it works. Okay, benefit number 1 is something called the cool down effect. So think about it. When you move, your core body temperature goes up. You got a little warmer, but then a few hours later, your body starts to naturally cool back down. That drop in temperature, it's like a giant flashing sign to your brain that says, hey, it's time to wind down, time for sleep. It's one of the most powerful built-in sleep signals we have. Benefit number 2 is what I like to call the circadian reset. Moving during the day, especially in daylight, is like hitting a big reset button for your internal body clock. You're basically sending a super clear signal to your brain that says, hello, it is daytime, we are awake now. And when you make that distinction super obvious for your body, the transition into sleep mode in the evening becomes so much easier, so much smoother. And third, this one is huge. It's the stress burn-off. We all have that nervous energy, right? That worry that keeps our minds spinning. Well, physical activity is one of the absolute best ways to burn through those stress hormones, like cortisol. It helps your body metabolize them so they're not just hanging around, keeping you wired at night. You're not just tiring your legs on a walk. You are literally shifting your entire nervous system from anxious and on edge to calm and ready for sleep. Now, this is super important. Timing is everything here. And the magic number you need to remember is 3 hours. You want to finish up any real movement at least 3 hours before you plan to go to bed. Why? Because that gives your body enough time for that cool down effect we talked about and for your heart rate to come back to normal. If you exercise too close to bedtime, you can actually get the opposite effect and end up feeling all buzzy and awake. Not what we want. Okay, so that's the science, that's the why. Now let's talk about the how. How do we actually make this stick? How do we weave motion into our days so it feels like something we get to do, not just another thing on the to-do list? Honestly, it boils down to 3 really simple things. Number 1, just start where you are. Seriously, a 20-minute walk, that's perfect. Don't overthink it. Number 2, and this might be the most important rule of all, pick something pleasant, something you actually enjoy doing. And number 3, schedule it. Yep, put it on your calendar like it's a meeting. When you do that, you're telling your brain, hey, this matters. And that really brings us to this quote, which says it all. Movement that feels good is movement you'll actually do. I mean, it's just common sense, right? If you hate doing something, you're not going to keep doing it. The whole goal here is to find the joy in it, because that's the secret sauce. That's what makes it stick for the long haul. And hey, if you're kind of drawing a blank on what pleasant movement even looks like, here are just a few ideas. We're talking gentle yoga, maybe just dancing around your kitchen while you make dinner. Yes, that absolutely counts. Swimming, stretching, a bike ride, or even just playing with your dog. It doesn't have to be complicated. It all counts. Every little bit moves you toward better rest. So here's a little invitation for you. The next time you finish whatever movement you choose, I want you to do just one thing. Pause for just a second and just notice how you feel. You'll probably feel that kind of pleasant, calm, good, tired feeling. That is your reward. That feeling is the physical proof that you're setting yourself up for an amazing night of sleep. Incredible work today. You're learning how to actively use movement to serve your body and your rest. And honestly, that is such a powerful skill. I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 25. We're going to get into a really interesting topic: how our evening meals can either help us sleep or totally interrupt our rest. Should be good. So rest well tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow.